It's a beautiful day in Manheim, Pennsylvania for some high school baseball, and we've got a Section 3 showdown between Garden Spot and Manheim Central for you live on Blue Ridge 11. Thanks for joining us. Ground ball, shortstop, Book should have it. Throw across the diamond is there just in time for out number 2, and the Barons off to a solid start here in the field. Has 4 doubles, which is tops on the team as well. That ball's a little high, off the mitt of Murphy. Clugston will take a wide turn to see if Murphy could track it down, but advancing 90 feet there for the Barons in a scoring position.
Yeah, nice base running by Conley. He took an aggressive turn because you can see right there is a lot of room behind home plate, probably more than any other field in the LL League. There's so much room, so anything past the catcher, you can look, and I've seen guys take 2 bases on pass balls.
2-2 pitch coming here to Nealis. Went with the curveball, gets the strikeout looking to end the inning. Garden Spot leaves the bags full. Again, the 2-2. Looped out to left field, tracked down by McGallagher. A nice play for out number 2. If that finds green grass, that could score at least 1. And he'll try and bunt, and that is exactly what you don't want. Straight up, and the catcher touches it, and everyone is safe. Wow, that went from bad to good very quickly for the Barons.
Yeah, popped it up, so the runners have to stay still.
They do,
They can't take off, and unfortunately for Murphy, the catcher, he doesn't pick it up. You can kind of see he did not see where it's at. The pitcher's yelling for him, and then unfortunately, if he doesn't touch that, that would have bounced all the way back and would have went foul laying off that.
Rope to the right side. 1 run will come home. It gets by the outfielder, so here comes a second. Both runners are tied up at second right now, which means they'll strand a runner at third, but a 2 RBI single for the Barons.
Yeah, and Miller at first base, I don't know if he didn't see. He should be looking for his third base coach, Coach Thompson. I'm sure was waving him because Watson was thinking 3. He was going 3, and all of a sudden he looked up and Miller stayed there. He saw him. He sees Miller standing on second base, and he starts waving him because at that point he was not turning back. So
fastball is lined past the shortstop. Another run will come in. And rounding third and hustling in nicely, the 4th run of the ball game from Watson. Boy, was he cooking around the base paths, and that's a 2 RBI single.
Yeah, he got a great read, a great jump on this. He saw Book just, you could hear it, that solid contact, another elevated fastball right in the middle of the zone that he did not miss. Got the barrel on it, drove it the 5-6 hole. Left fielder, not much of a chance. Watson has real good wheels.
Got to keep an eye on this base runner, getting a nice lead. Swings to shortstop. Book's going to have to go across his body, and Murray can't quite snag it out of the air, which will allow Weaver to advance to third. So the inning continues here for the Spartans.
Yeah, another infield base hit. Book does a nice job of getting to that ball, and he knows he has to get rid of it fast because it wasn't hit real hard. So he kind of does that jump throw and just kind of airmails it a little bit.
The Jeter. Were you going to say the Jeter?
It was a very Jeter-esque. You see the jump throw. Did a nice job on the back end. It just, this infield, you can see it is so thick.
And for another win on Friday would be 3 wins in 1 week, which would be perfect. Here's a fly ball, third baseline. Harbach's going to take control, and instead the wind takes over there. But that was a tough one for everyone involved, and it hits the grass. 1 out in the inning. Ryan spears at the dish, grounds it to third. Harbach has it across the diamond for 1. There is 2. Double play. Gets him out of the inning. Another run stranded by Travitz and crew. Barons coming to bat, bottom of the 4th. And there's a ball past the catcher. Easily trotting home will be Book for the 5th run of the game. You're right. Oh, and there's a wild throw back to the pitcher. Some frustration there from the Spartans. Another run is home. Good base running from Manheim Central, just taking advantage of some mental lapses by the Spartans.
Yeah.
And that one's a wild pitch as well. Going to be a close one, though. The throw is high. If it was a little lower, I think that would have been a bang-bang play at home, but sliding in head first is a pinch runner for the catcher, or a courtesy runner, rather, and 3 runs are across here in this inning, Jamie.
Yeah, and that's one, you're going to see the carom And there is, right at the base of the fence, right at our feet, it's concrete. So it hit, and occasionally it hits that, and it comes back hard and fast. And there you see it. It comes back.
Another one sky to the outfield for Weaver. He's charging in, and McGallagher will take off from third this time, and they will not have a chance to get him. So a sacrifice fly for Clugston. He'll get the RBI. Barons add on. They lead it 8-0.
Throw strikes and collect outs.
Ground ball to shortstop. Book will have to come up for it, and gets smelts by a step for out number 2. Nicely done by the Barons. Needing to get Jared Murray a little hot here. Swings through the right side. That'll do as it finds the outfield, and that's going to score Nolan Book. No problem. An RBI single for Jared Murray. He's on in back-to-back at-bats, and it's 9-0 Barons here.
They will send him no matter what.
That is a swing, and it hits the batter. So how do you score that? Because that is a strike, right?
Well, it depends if he calls the strike.
Well, they're going to consult.
So they're going to check to see if he swung on the appeal. So the home plate umpire did not call the strike.
Well, here comes Coach Straub for Garden Spot, because as baseball players, we know that if you do swing and get hit, it does count as a strike. It's one of those odd rules in baseball.
And he did not call it right away. Oh yeah.
I mean, we
definitely a swing.
So with the hit by pitch, that will load the bases. That would have been an interesting wrinkle there, because would the catcher have just tagged him out for the third out of the inning there?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, he would have had to, yes.
It was a drop ball. If a ball skips by the catcher, that would end it. And also a walk would end it. A hit would end it. And is that Coach Stern coming out again to have a chat with his pitcher?
He is, and he is not very happy. The Garden Spot dugout is not very happy. They thought they had to strike out to end it. Last batter also thought they had at least one, if not both of those pitches, borderline pitches, didn't go their way. And he's going to stand out there, and he is not going to leave that mound until the umpire tells him he has to leave. And he did the very slow walk out there. And they're standing out there, and if you ever saw Bull Durham, they could be talking about candlesticks and wedding presents and everything else right now. But he's not going to move until the umpire asks him to head back to the dugout.
You got to love the gamesmanship, as we're on the right on the edge of a 10 run.
It's going to be a very slow walk back there.
Keep in mind, Stern's not even the head
he's not.
coach here.
Maybe he's the pitching coach, so he's out there, and he's going to get his 2 cents worth.
He really is taking his good old time. A lot of runs. And here's one to the outfield. Going back is Strine. He has it. And we will continue on here, as that's the third out in the inning.
Changeup we saw.
Goes upstairs. That one's lined to the outfield. It'll drop in for a hit for Caleb Zimmerman. So he'll get on with 2 outs and keep this game alive for the Spartans. Not an easy outing for them after facing the Barons. And that is a walk. 4 pitches, a walk for Lawhorn. So not necessarily the way that Coach Thompson wanted things to wrap up here in the 7th.
No, and Lawhorn thought he had a strike on that one, and he just kind of glared in like, what do you mean?
I don't know, it looked like Smith had to reach a little bit for that.
Yeah, a little bit out.
1-2 pitch coming here with 2 outs in the 7th. Curveball loops in there, popped to right field. This should do it, as Clugston camps under it. Third out, and the Barons will take it 9-0. Another win here in Section 3 for the Barons, as they remain in the hunt for the section title.